Good morning. As I spent some time with the Lord this morning, reading His Word and in prayer, something really stuck out to me. So I'm in Hosea and chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I also reject you as my priests. Because you have ignored the law of your God, I also will ignore your children." Really, what was on my mind was unity. See, in recovery, everybody knows that what they teach is people, places, and things. The truth is, I can't, if I'm in recovery, I can't have unity with the people I used to associate with. I can't go to those types of gatherings. I can't hang out with those types of people because it affords the opportunity for sin. Um, Places, I can't go to the places I used to go. If you're an alcoholic, you don't go to a bar. Pretty straightforward. And the things, I can't do those things, right? Anything that might trigger me or provide an opportunity for that relapse, I can't have it. So as I was reading this, I was thinking of something that happened this week, and unity. So we're supposed to be unified. We're supposed to, as far as it's up to me, do all things to live peaceably with all people. So this week something interesting happened. I reached out. I had the opportunity to reach out to a couple of old friends, people I knew from church. One meeting went really well, and the other meeting didn't go so well. We didn't actually even meet. They responded that I had offended them. And of course, wanting to live peaceably, I instantly wanted to apologize for if it was my behavior. So I dug in and I asked a few questions. And it turns out they weren't so much offended at me that I had done something. They were offended at what the Word of God said. They didn't like something that was taught from the Bible, and all I can do is teach what the Bible said. Now, that's an interesting thing, and I think it's something that really needs to be pointed out in American church. And it really spoke to me this morning reading Hosea 4, because God uses the terminology of adultery or harlotry. You've sold yourself into prostitution. See, that's literally apostasy. When you've traded the truth for a lie, and you're choosing that comfortable lie because it keeps it fellowship with others, right? As in recovery, it's okay to go hang out with the people that are still using because we're supposed to be good people. And if you aren't, right, if you don't give into that lie, you'll even have other people say, "I thought you were supposed to be Christian." But the truth is the only unity we can have is in the Word of God and with the Word of God. We just read that the punishment will actually fall on the priest, the people, and our children. So further generations are led astray when we trade that truth for a lie. So I actually respect these folks that no longer wanted to have a relationship with me because I stand on what the Word of God says. I think more people in Christianity need to be like that. Be willing to say goodbye to people because they stand on the truth. They stand for what they believe in. All too often what happens is we give into that harlotry where we prostitute the truth and say, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that, and we get led astray. In recovery, that leads to relapse. In Christianity, it leads to being lukewarm. If we're not living by what the Word of God says, if we're teaching what itchy ears want to hear, we just want to be popular, so we dull down the message, aren't we even proclaiming the Word of God? Or are we just making idolatry out of friendship? See, we're not going to be at unity. The truth does divide. The word of truth, the sword of truth, it divides. You have to decide what side of the line you're going to be on. So, yes, I apologized. I said, I really hope that I haven't caused any hard feelings. I really hope that, I hope I didn't mean to disrespect anybody in any way, shape, or form. That it's never my intent. My intent is only to teach what the Word of God says because I don't want them to have a lack of knowledge. I want them to have salvation. I don't want the judgment of the Lord to be on their family, their lives and those under their authority. So I hope you will take a stand on the Word of God, believe what it says, read what it says, and live out what it says. Thank you. Have a blessed day.